This is how I prepare for a YouTube video.
No eyebrow comments today, please, people.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today,
It's not your channel today. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another video. And we've got a hairy old Nile today. I wanted to do a girl talk video, but bring the boyfriend too. A lot of people have asked me to do this in my previous girl talk videos. I thought it'd be quite interesting to have a male's perspective on the side, so we've got him today. I did ask on my Instagram for any questions you wanted to know, and quite a lot of them did come up quite relationship-y. So I'm hoping it's still gonna stay girl talk-esque, whatever that means. But yes, we're gonna answer some cues together. They're gonna be juicy, they're gonna be personal, we're gonna test him. There's quite a lot of questions for you specifically. It's gonna be good. Let's get into it. Okay, first question is, do we believe in sex before marriage?
Jumping right in with the juiciness.
There was a lot of those questions though.
Yeah.
Do we believe in sex before marriage? Have we waited? When was it?
Yeah, we waited. We're both virgins.
Neither of us are very religious, so I think it's quite a religious thing really, isn't it?
I don't like the idea of it because withholding sex until marriage, like, I find like it's a good way to express your love for someone. So why would you not want to do that?
I know, but people are religious, aren't they?
So yeah. So it's just not for me, and yeah. So obviously, if you're religious, fair enough. Each to their own. But for me, and I guess for Meggan as well.
I don't think Nell could live.
How dare you? How dare you?
Anyway, let's do the next one. I just wanted to start on a juice. What's your opinion on cheating? Once a cheater, always a cheater?
Don't know. I think there's definitely people who have like behavioural patterns where they are like serial cheaters. Like, I definitely... What? What?
You're gonna get some lectures in this bit. So, going into the science of cheating.
Well, no, I'm just thinking I've got like, well, not mates as such, but people I know that certain people will just cheat, and it's like, I don't know why they do it. I guess it's things like insecurities and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do
it's
think
a behaviour
it's
pattern.
But I don't think I could ever excuse it.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there are certain types of people who do seem to cheat, and then I guess, but then as you get older couples, then sometimes things stop working in a relationship. And
yeah, but still, you don't have to cheat. You leave and then you move on.
I know, but I'm not
cross over the path.
Yeah, I'm not excusing it in any way. But a common excuse is,
yeah,
if someone's like, oh, you're not showing me love anymore, or I don't feel like there's a connection, then people like, or some people are treated badly, and so they look for comfort in other people.
Yeah, but you don't have to cheat.
But cheating's bad. I've never cheated.
Neither of us have cheated.
I actually hate the idea of it, and
I think it would literally make me die, like inside. When people make mistakes when they're drunk, for instance, obviously we have different opinions on that as well. I'm not saying that it's okay if you're drunk and it's a mistake, but
no, I hate that excuse.
Yeah, so do I. But can you imagine the feeling waking up that morning and you just didn't even remember?
No. Have you ever had a dream that you cheat?
Yeah, and it makes me want to die.
I've had dreams where I've cheated on Meggan in my dream, and I wake up like panicking.
Oh.
I don't know if that's No, that doesn't mean that I want to cheat.
Once a cheater, always a cheater. I do believe though.
But I suppose if someone was to cheat, I think we both are quite on the same page in the fact that I think it would be over.
You know what though, I was watching Vicky Patterson's breakup show yesterday, and it was so sad because her fiance broke up with her suddenly. Not broke up with her, he was caught cheating, and she was like distraught, but she said, I'd take him back because I love him so much.
I know, but
that's the sad thing, because I've had this conversation with Holly. I've said, like, if you cheated on me, as much as like I would hate you, I don't think want to cheat, always a cheat. It's so easy to say until it actually happens to you.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like I would still want to be with Niall, but it would just be so, it's a horrible situation.
But then your relationship's going to be tricky from then on, because you're always going to argue. If you argue, you're going to feel insecure. You're going to bring that up in arguments, and then. But I know what you mean.
Nobody deserves to be cheated on.
No.
Anyway, moving along. Is there jealousy between you two? If so, how do you cope? 9.
What?
Go on German.
9?
It's German for no.
Oh, right.
That's the thing, because we are very honest people. I think that's why we trust each other. There's not really any trust. The thing is, I say that, I feel like at the beginning I had trust issues because, you know, you get to know the person and I find it quite hard to trust people. I had a toxic relationship before, so I just didn't trust men and relationships. So I just thought that pattern that I went through before was going to happen again. And also it took quite a while.
Oh, here we go.
He's going to tell you this story because that's one of the questions. It took quite a long time to want to be with me. And I waited a year. At the beginning, but then I think, you know, we've been together 4 years now. We just don't really have any trust issues because we're so honest and chat about everything. And
yeah, well, personally,
yeah.
No, I don't have any trust issues. I feel like I'm not an insecure person, and also Meggan doesn't have like a long list of boyfriends, like history-wise. It's not like I have that. Yeah, it's not like because I feel like when there's exes and you know about exes and there's been a connection and prior relationships, like I feel like that can lead to trust issues, kind of understandably. But I don't really have that with Meggan. She's only been in one other relationship.
I think I'm an extremely loyal person when it comes to friendships and relationships, though, because I just don't have many. I just have my few friends, one ex that I wouldn't even count as an ex.
And you don't go out and get drunk and you know, blackout drunk or anything like that. So
yeah, I like to be in control of myself. I don't know. I think I'm a bit controlled.
And you don't really like attention from men either.
I don't like attention very much.
So easy days, happy days for me.
But this question came up so much because I don't know if you've seen, I've spoke about this quite a lot on my YouTube channel, and the question was how me and Niall met, how we got together, the story, because I always make little subtle jokes like I have already. And you've heard my side, but everybody wants to hear your perspective your perspective of our beginning of our relationship, getting together. So over to you.
How we got together? Well, I don't know. Well, we obviously both went to the same uni.
I think maybe people want to know why you didn't like me for a year. You need to go to that bit.
You're gonna let me answer.
Go on then.
Can't help herself. So we met each other fairly early on, like in freshers week of uni.
Yeah.
Always got on well. There was definitely like attraction on both sides.
Make yourself love.
Oh, there was, and then
first.
Yeah, I liked her first, obviously, and then
he didn't.
And then we got to know each other, and then you know, like certain things happen. I don't know how to put that. But
you can speak. Wait, this is an open video. You can actually speak.
Yeah, so like we were basically like seeing each other, and I'd say seeing each other means like sleeping with each other without having like any commitment or you know exclusivity. Which I guess was basically that's basically where we were. And I don't know, I just personally in my own life and like where I was at uni. I didn't really want to be tied down to a relationship, but then eventually we just ended up spending so much time together, and it just happened like so naturally, and then eventually you start thinking, I don't really want to see anyone, I just want to end up seeing you.
But the question I think I've always wanted to know, and I know you don't like me asking you, but now you're on the spot.
Yeah.
I think it just depends person to person, but I would love to know, when I really like somebody, that's it. I like them, like I don't care whether I feel like I want commitment or not. I like that person, that's who I want to be with, so I'm gonna do it. So if you really liked me for that year, why wasn't it enough to commit?
Well, maybe I didn't like you enough, and maybe
you just like me a little bit.
The feelings got stronger over time. I think guys and girls probably as well, but maybe more guys typically, they are better at just like shutting off any kind of possibility of that, just because they just say, oh, I don't want the commitment, you know, I want to have fun, I'm young, I'm at uni, which I guess was my kind of mindset. So, and then eventually like it just, you know, you realize that it's not making you happy, and you actually enjoy spending time with someone so much. I think it was over the Christmas holiday period when we had like 2 weeks apart, and that term leading up to Christmas we'd been spending a lot of time together, and then I think I just missed you. I missed you. And then I realised, well,
grow fonder.
And then I realised, well, if I miss this girl, then maybe she should be my girlfriend.
We've been together ever since.
So I made you my girlfriend.
Okay, this is quite interesting. Do you ever have moments where you worry the other one will end or leave the relationship, and have you ever broke up? Okay, first up, no, we've never broke up, have we?
No.
We're not the type that like kind of fall out and say we're over. We've just never broke up for 4 years, have we? But do you ever have moments where you worry the other one will end or leave the relationship? And I was thinking about this because I'm quite like an overthinker, and me and Al don't argue very much, and I don't think we may have had like one big argument in 4 years, like one big one. And something me and Mal have always done is never sleep on an argument, because I think I don't like feeling sad and I don't like feeling angry. So as soon as I can, I like to resolve it, because the communication is how you get through a relationship. You know, there's so many ups and downs, you're growing constantly, and I think an important point in a relationship is growing together, is how you stay together as you get older, especially when you're together through university, then you're starting your adult life, and then you're going into, you know, proper adult life. To really get through it together, you do need to grow together, and that's where relationships fall or they stay. And I think that's why we are so strong still, because
we've grown together.
And we are lucky in the sense that we have, but that is the choices we make. We make choices to grow together.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that when we do argue, because I'm a bit of an overthinker, we don't argue very often, so that's the thing. I do overthink when we do, and sometimes it crosses my mind. I'm like, what if he doesn't want to be with me? What if he left? I think it's when I have dreams as well, like Niall was saying, where he has a dreams where he cheats. I might have a dream where like another guy is in it, and I wake up really freaked out. I'm like, what the heck?
What other guy?
I don't know, I never even know who they are. How about you? Do you ever worry that I might leave?
Not really, because
Who's stable?
Not because like I'm so like secure and I'm just like I wouldn't
great.
You wouldn't dream of leaving me. It's not like that, but you're always talking about our future together, and like you're always talking about buying a house, and you're always talking about kids, and you've always say that you want to be with me forever. So I guess there's no reason for me to think that.
He feels fabulous.
Yeah.
Does Niall get anxious, or how does he help when I'm having an off day? Because I do get anxious. You don't really get anxious, do you? You're quite a laid-back person. They mean like, do you get anxiety?
No, I wouldn't say like I'm a very anxious person. As like you guys can probably tell, I'm pretty chilled and laid back. I guess I'm just very happy with the way life has kind of turned out over the last year or so. So at the moment, I mean, maybe those like anxious times will come.
You just aren't a very anxious person. I think that's why we balance each other quite well.
Yeah, I try not to dwell on negative thoughts.
Yeah. And
keep busy, and yeah, so I can't say that I really do. You get anxious sometimes. How do I help you?
You're just there. You're very there for me if I'm upset.
Just give you a hug, tell you it's going to be alright. Just try and point out all the good things that you've got going on in your life, which is a lot.
It's not
say
about
it'll be alright,
but it's like in your mind. It's
no,
not
I know.
about what you've got and what you don't have.
But is it not because you're too in your own mind?
Yeah, so that's my problem.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people have that same issue. So just try and think about what you've got good in your life. One thing to bear in mind is sometimes if something goes wrong and it's out of your control, just being able to kind of put your hands up and say like, I've done my best, I can't control this situation. And like last week I was trying to tell you, like, you've done everything you can, it's not your fault, it's out of your control.
I know,
it's
but
out of your
that's where
hands.
my anxious brain is like,
yeah, but at that point you just have to be like, look, I've done my best, I can't do anything else.
See, this is why I'm okay, because I've got this man, this wonderful man helping me through life.
Don't know about that.
Wise old owl. Oh, this one's quite funny, isn't it? You're gonna like it.
Come on, Em. Let's be having you.
I wasn't gonna include any questions like this, but I just had to put this one in because the way she wrote it was so funny. Has Niall thought about proposing / buying a ring for you? He prob won't say eye roll emoji. Eye roll emoji, she knows you well.
I've thought about it. I'm talking about it, so of course I've been thinking about it. It's just, I'm not quite ready yet. But we've said before, I think we've even said on videos before that we will, or I will eventually. I just need a little bit more time. I still feel very new in like my career and like what I'm doing, all my, you know, social media stuff as well. So I just feel like I'm still settling into that. So just a little bit more time. Bear with me, guys.
You just want to have your shit together, don't you, before you do it? That's the thing.
And I feel like that's probably like a point in life where no one feels like they actually reach when they've actually got their shit together. But but
I'm joking.
I feel like
when you're ready, love.
Nah. Yeah, I'll do it when I'm ready. Cheers.
Who is Bluey's favourite? Wait, let's do the hand thing, okay? Put your hands out and say Niall and Meggan. Do it to make sure the camera can see.
So, mummy or daddy?
Oh no! No! Bluebell!
I'm not quite.
All the things they do for her. I don't really know how to answer this one. It's a little bit juicy, this one. Do you allow Niall to watch porn? I don't really know if you watch porn or not, but
Do you care?
I don't know really. Not that much. I mean, you're never gonna see them in your life.
He hasn't been like, oh, you're not allowed to watch porn.
I don't check his phone or his laptop what he's doing.
No.
I mean, as long as it's not a porn star that we know, personally. Not that I know any.
Yeah, I know loads of porn stars.
As long as you don't start freaking, I don't know.
DMing them.
Yeah, and getting regular from one certain girl.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know.
Getting advice. No, I don't really care that much.
I think most people do, you know.
There's a child in the room.
Well, what she was getting up to in the bloody park the other day.
She lost her V. How do you cope as a couple with being on social media? Does it affect your relationship? I had this one actually, probably one of the most questions asked. I don't think it affects our relationship at all because we're just normal peeps, aren't we?
I think it would be a little bit egotistical to like build it up as some massive thing in your head. It's kind of like, it's not just a job, but I mean it is our jobs, so it's just
our
like
jobs, but we're just normal people. I chat to everyone like they're my friends.
just don't think about it too much. It's just like, it is what it is.
Oh, because we get to do stuff like this together.
Yeah.
And we get to go on trips together and we get to work at home together and you know, it means that we can walk Bluebell together in the day if we've got like an hour free.
Yeah.
So it is cool, but I don't think we need to cope because we're lucky to be in the position we are. Because as well though, we have a very strong relationship, so it's not like one of us is egotistical and thinking, oh yeah, look at me on social media.
Yeah, well, she does sometimes. So. If you say cope, that's kind of suggesting that there's negative things to cope with, and as long as you don't get too caught up in the whole social media thing and too caught up in like worrying about how many likes you're getting on a picture and stuff like that, which some people do. All I think is I've just got positive thoughts of it, really. It's just a job that I enjoy doing, and you do too, don't you?
I think, yeah, we're not people that are very driven by numbers and money. We just like to put out helpful and useful content, and we both enjoy creating the content. We're both from a musical background, which is about creating music, and now we're creating content in a different artistic way, so that's like our drive and what we love about it and why we're doing it. It's not about coping. I'm so grateful now that Niall is doing it too, because before it was just me, but now we can share things together about the job and it's great. Our last question today: what quirks do you love about each other?
It's a quirk, what does that mean?
Just like something like cute that they do, which you might not know unless you know each other quite well, I guess. I think mine is probably your cute dog, cat, child voice.
Voice.
And how you're just really cute with the pets and like, just really, you just have a love for small beings, don't you?
Yeah.
He's such a dad.
My children.
You're gonna be such a good dad. Oh, there she is too, we're all here. And you just don't take yourself too seriously. I feel like you've come out of your shell so much over the years I've known you, because when I first met Niall, he was quite kind of laddish and a bit of a closed book. Yeah, mysterious. I do like a bit of mystery.
Yeah,
but
you loved it. One of your quirks that I like is sometimes you get your words mixed up and you say like she said designated coconut the other day.
Shut up.
And I find that very funny and cute.
Yeah, so there are our quirks. Anyway, I think we're gonna leave it there. We've done lots of cues. I really hope you enjoyed. I feel like the questions did slightly turn relationship based, so sorry about that, but I mean they were still a little bit juicy.
What were they gonna be on though?
I don't know. I mean, I think, yeah, I don't know, I just did the questions that people asked, but I hope that they weren't too kind of at us, and maybe you can relate to something that we said, something the wise old owl said along the lines.
And I've got the big eyebrows too.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let us know if you did. Let us know if you want to do more videos like this. I feel like Niall needs to come back in the vids. We also need to start our couple challenge channel. We've been meaning to do that for a long time, but we're both so busy at the moment, but we will at some point. But Niall also does have a YouTube channel, which I always link. And do I link your YouTube channel? I don't think I do. I'll link it in the description
If I'm not
box.
in the video, it doesn't make sense.
Well, your Instagram's always linked in my bio.
Is it?
But yeah, I'll link his YouTube channel as well, because he does do vlogs and cooking vids. He's a good one. And Blue's usually in it, Pop's usually in it. I might be in there too. I'm usually the camera gal, so make sure you come watch him too. But yes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we will hopefully see you in the next one.